Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to win Blackout every single time. Now, Blackout's a little bit weird. It's not the same as Fortnite, and I know a lot of you on my channel are Fortnite fans, as a lot of people are in this situation on YouTube. There's so many Fortnite YouTubers out there who are going to be playing Blackout, so obviously you guys are going to need to take a little bit of a different approach to Blackout than the way we play Fortnite. Consider there's no building. However, I've come up with an easy strategy which you guys can do every single time to get an easy win. Now, the strategy is using a helicopter. Now, helicopters in Blackout are pretty crucial, and what I've done here, I've actually landed at a spot where helicopters don't spawn, and simply the first thing I did was grab a little mongoose, a little quad bite, grab that and go straight to a location where helicopters spawn, grab a helicopter and get up in the air. Now, this can be done on any game mode, solo, squads or duo or whatever game modes come in the future. This tactic is very useful. The downside is helicopters can be shot down with rockets pretty easily, but if you're a good pilot and you know where to go, you'll be pretty set for the game, near enough for the end game anyway, if you get your helicopters in the right position. So I'm going to show you guys the locations of all the helicopters that I've found so far. I'm pretty sure it's near enough 90% of all the helicopters, unless they change the locations with updates and stuff like that in the future. I don't know if helicopters will be in the game because this is a pretty overpowered tactic, and some of you may be like, Pat, why are you revealing this to everyone? Well, the reason I do this is because people ask for tips and tricks there and then, so I thought, you know, I may as well tell you guys what I did throughout the entire beta and still what I'm doing today. So this tactic is awesome. Simply what I've done is I've drove straight to factories, knowing where a helicopter spawns. I get out of my mongoose or quad bite, whatever you want to call it, Halo reference there, and then get straight in the helicopter and off I go again, searching for loot. Now, I've taken a little bit of damage there and then, but it's alright, and simply what I do is I go to a place that no one's really going to land. It's outside the circle. I look where probably no one will be. I check if anyone's been here, look at if the doors are open and stuff, if you see anyone like any smashed windows, or if you see anyone running around, obviously land here and just simply get out, loot up and get back in. It's such an awesome strategy, and you can repeat this at several locations that are quiet on the map. You can get either awesome loot doing this, or you can get pretty bad loot. So far from me doing this, I've actually ended up with pretty good loot. You end up with like level 3 armor, a bunch of good guns, and you're basically set for the game if you do this strategy. And obviously at the end game can be a little bit difficult because you could be coming against someone who may have slightly better guns with you if you haven't looted up correctly. But this strategy near enough guarantees you top 10, and then if you can like pull that off every time, you're gonna win, obviously. And that end game, I've got some tips on that towards the end of the video, but for now we're focusing on the helicopter spawns, which is popping in right now for you guys. These are the helicopter spawns that I found. I think there's one at Hydro Dam as well that I haven't actually added in. I just can't remember where it was, but for now these are the ones that I always go to. So you've got one at the northwest side of Nuketown, the south side of the docks, the very bottom of that. Then you've got one in the middle of factories. You've also got two at Turbine, each spawning at each side. You've got the waterfall which runs down the middle, which is actually one of the old maps from Black Ops 2, and you've got two helicopters that potentially can spawn there. Then at Rivertown, in between firing range and Rivertown, you can get two there. You can get one in an open field and one by like a retail place. Here you can see me here jumping back into the helicopter once I've looted up, but then jumping back to the helicopter map. We've also got, I think there's one at Hydro Dam, like I said, but I'm not 100% sure. We've actually got one at construction site on top of the tall buildings. Then you've got one in the middle of nowhere in the forest, which is actually one of my top looting spaces, which is pretty awesome. And then you've got one at estates up there at the top, which spawns to the right of it, not by the main map from Black Ops, more to the right of it, and it's absolutely awesome. So you guys can drop up there if you want, and you should be able to gain access to them at estates. So that's pretty awesome. And here you can see me checking in again for some more loot at this house, dropping in, grabbing this loot, and it's just a simple tactic which works so easily, and it's just absolutely awesome to be able to pull this off every single time. And it's just amazing. Like, I've done this so many times and it just works. And even if you don't win, getting into them top numbers, like trying this out and just getting to them top 10, can really help your experience at the game. Now obviously you're going to want to be playing online multiplayer as well to improve your gunfights, which is definitely going to help you out. Play some multiplayer like team deathmatch, search and destroy, game modes like that, and they will help you learn better with your gun skills and stuff like that. But for now, if you're playing on this and you want to be jumping in top 10s and top 5s and stuff like that, you can easily get there just doing this strategy, and this will guarantee you up there, and it'll definitely boost you up on your friends' leaderboards and stuff. It's a little bit of a newbie tactic, but again, this isn't Fortnite, and it's not the sort of game where you're going to be going for extreme high kills. kills. It's just not that. It's just the feeling of the game isn't like that anymore, unfortunately. So, you know, you've just got to pull things off correctly, and if you can get it right, it will be awesome. So I'll be definitely doing another video on the helicopter spawns for you guys. You know exactly where every single one is once they've been updated and stuff. And obviously the game's going to get updated. We saw with the beta it consistently being updated, and the game's only just dropped now, so we're going to be getting a lot more updates all the time the Blackout is out. But this tactic is absolutely legit, guys. It's amazing. So you can see me hovering around in my little helicopter here, just seeing what locations we can get to, what we can find. But yeah, just simply looking for enemies, picking off people. There's actually a few enemies below me now, so what I'd go and do, I'd go down there, see if I can target them and see if I can take them out. Unfortunately, in this situation, I just didn't do any of that, and I'm just going to skip to a different gameplay and show you guys a little strategy where you can actually park your helicopter on a turbine. And I actually won a game because the circle ended at these turbines, so check this one out. So simply wait for your helicopter to go up to the right height of the turbine. You'll notice it will go up sometimes, you just got to get it right, and it will get above the turbine. If you get the right height on it, it will technically go above the turbine, and you can actually land on the turbine. Sometimes it's difficult to do, you have to get your helicopter at the right height. So you can see here, we're going up above the turbine, we're above the turbine here, it wants to fly over it. Make sure you don't crash into that turbine there, or you will unfortunately die. And what's really cool about this is you can land on this turbine, and if you've got weapons like a sniper or so, for example the game I won, I actually did have a sniper. I'll show you guys a bit of gameplay at the end of this video, just because it's a little bit bad quality, because unfortunately my Elgato didn't record it very well and I had to actually use the game capture on Xbox, but it's alright. It just shows you guys the strategy. So if we can get this perfectly landing, is it going to land there for us? It just keeps wanting to move. Let's try and move it back really slowly. There we are. Keep moving it back really slow, guys, and then once you get the land, you can hammer it down with your LT. You can jump out and you've got a perfect position up here. It's probably one of the best spots on the map in my opinion to have. You can snipe near enough anyone if you've got a sniper. You've got a really good advantage up here, especially if the circle is ending up here. And it is possible to end around this section. It does do it sometimes, and that's when you can take advantage of the helicopter strategy. Now obviously if the circle isn't ending there, you're probably wondering, Pat, how on earth do I get that win every single time? Well, to be honest guys, it does come down to your skill in the game as well. I can't teach you guys to be able to shoot the gun professionally like 100% every single time and get kills that way, but I can definitely get you guys up there in the top positioning. Using this strategy with the helicopter is absolutely awesome, and you have such a height advantage on people. The downside is if someone does have a rocket, you're going to need to learn to maneuver and dodge rockets. Now the best way of dodging rockets to me will be going near trees, going near structures like this turbine here, going around buildings that are big. A good advantage is using the hills and stuff, because obviously if you're at the top of a hill and you go down, or maybe if you're at the bottom or if you're at the top, you basically go over the other side of the hill and go low, and the rocket usually won't be able to track you. And that's the best tactic I've used for dodging rockets. For example, if someone was shooting a rocket at me by the lighthouse now, I'd lower down below this building and they wouldn't be able to hit me with the rocket. And that like sort of strategy is how you dodge rockets in the helicopter. Another great strategy is actually switching your helicopter up if you are on low health. For example, if this helicopter was on low health now, I could simply land in here by the factories and then simply land down and change helicopters. So you can see here I'm landing down, I jump out of this helicopter, I switch to this one, and you're back up with a full health helicopter. Learning to fly it isn't too difficult. You simply use LT and RT on console. Obviously on PC you just use the recommended buttons on your like little recommended tab there. You use the right to look around, this changes the direction of the helicopter's facing, and you use your left and obviously like your left stick to kind of just move your helicopter backwards by pulling it down, push it forward to move it forward faster, push it left to dodge left, and push it right to dodge right. It really didn't take me long to get the hang of these helicopters at all. They're very similar to Halo helicopters, or Halo, like it feels like the Halo controls anyway to me, so you should be able to master this pretty quickly. It's a little bit like GCA as well. It's nothing like Battlefield helicopters are very difficult to fly. I can still fly them. I've always been good at flying stuff in games, so I took like really quickly to understand the flight and how exactly these helicopters work. Now I've used this strategy on squads a few times and it works pretty well because you actually have people shooting. So for example, this guy on the actual quad bike here that's being chased, I could chase him down and my squad would be shooting at him from the helicopter. Really awesome strategy, and I have got a few kills doing that. And there's another guy up here with a quad bike, but it's just awesome to be able to fly around the map, explore the map, and while you're having fun doing that, you can simply get a nice victory royale by landing at the end. Do be careful of people trying to shoot you down. You can see the bullets usually flying past you. The majority of the time they will miss. The odd one or two may hit, and the very lucky snipe could snipe you out, but the chances of that actually happening is super rare. So that's enough on helicopters. Let's jump to some gameplay to teach you guys a few tips and tricks on how to win them gunfights towards the end. So as you can see here, we're pinned down as a squad. This is actually in squads here. There's only 3 of us left. I thought I'd jump to a squad game because this is actually a game where we used the helicopter. We ended up getting in like the top 12 here. I actually unfortunately just got quickly down there. Obviously, if that was on solo, I would have been wrecked, but I was being shot by several guys from different angles, so I couldn't really do too much. But we're completely pinned down in this situation, and it's a perfect opportunity to show you guys exactly what can happen from these helicopter situations. Even landing in a good spot can get you pinned down from several different angles. So 3 on our team, which leaves 9 enemies remaining. Simply, we're pinging a few shots off there and then getting the angle correct, getting them shots bang on, so we'll be able to take out as many enemies as possible. So what I'm doing is I'm just single firing the rampart, trying to get a few shots at them, trying to get a direct hit on them, and just trying to basically push up without actually getting 100% like suppressed down. That's one thing with Blackout. You've got to watch all your angles, especially on squads and stuff, but them sensor darts have really helped us out. And what's happened here is there is actually a fight going on. I've used a sensor dart. You could see there to the right of me just then that there were a bunch of enemies, and you could see them fighting and taking each other out, and I just made a run for it while they were fighting. Get into the circle and keep yourself covered behind trees, rocks, whatever you can get yourself covered by, get it down. So you can see a guy up there. What I'm doing here is I'm spraying him down, trying to take him out. He's actually trying to snipe my teammates. I'm on 17 bullets here, 45 now in my mag, so I'm set to go with an extended mag, I believe. So we're pushing up a little bit. I know this guy's around here somewhere with his sniper, so I'm listening out for him. I see him there behind that tree. I take him out really quickly before he can even get a snipe shot on me. He actually misses me there. I switch to the shotgun. Boom. I take that guy out easily, and that's what you need to be able to do in them situations. Knowing that my team are being suppressed as well by someone else down here, I run back down the hill and suppress down at this guy. Now on solo, obviously you want to be positioning yourself in the right position. Once that guy kills someone, you'd be able to take him out there. Now on squads, duos, obviously if you need to protect your team, get out there, protect them as much as you can. But you can see here what I'm doing is I'm lining myself ready to move. I'm actually being careful when looting these bags, crouching down, completely going prone, checking what's in these bags. Obviously I could take the sniper, but considering the size of the circle now, and because there's 3 of us on our team and there's another 3 team left, maybe potentially, we don't know yet, we've actually considered not taking the sniper in this situation because the circle is definitely getting smaller and smaller. Now if you are good with snipers, do consider taking the sniper, because the sniper could definitely help you out if you have got a good shot and a good aim. That is something that you'll have to like consider yourself. But yeah, these perks are useful as well. Get them equipped off when you can. Activate a few perks if you've got any. And obviously dead silence is one of the most key for people playing with headphones out there. They're going to be using them headphones to find your footprints, and that dead silence is really going to help you out. So you can see there me equipping all my perks ready for this end fight, because I know it's going to be a big fight. That dead silence is so crucial though. It's probably the best perk in Blackout, in my opinion. Being able to move around extremely stealthily is awesome. You can see here I've got my sensor dart ready as well. Another great weapon, or equipment should I say. It's just ridiculously overpowered, especially in these endgame situations. Being able to see where your opponents are on the radar really does help out, and that sensor dart has to be up there for probably my top equipment used in these situations there and then. So make sure you've got that equipped on you. And you can see me here just pushing up tree by tree, keeping peaks for everyone. I'm commanding the team, telling them to just keep pushing behind me, keep to them trees, keep tight with me, and we'll just stay together. And there's now only 2 opponents left. I know we can get this if we pull this off correctly. So 44 seconds left until the circle collapses again to the next region. We're now in a position where potentially we can get 2 easy kills, but we have to be careful. You know, enemies can get you from anywhere. I could get sniped from any angle. So keeping tight to these trees, again, it does seem a little bit newbie, especially coming from a Fortnite position. We actually get Molotov there, so we keep moving in. I'm running and medkitting, and I move to the next tree again, knowing I'm being attacked from the right. I use that power slide there to get across the floor as quickly as possible, equipping as much as I can. I've got my Truma kit here. I get that down, get my health up to 200. Perfect. In a position now where I know the enemies are going to be coming from that like east side. My teammate gets down again. I'm like, we can't revive you, my friend. You've been down in an awkward position. I'm just keeping myself positioned perfectly, pushing around the side, just kind of forgetting like what to do here. You're in a situation where you're kind of a bit nervous. You want to get that win. You are kind of just, I don't know, you just get that feeling. You know which one I mean. You guys will know when you get them like first battle royale wins and stuff. So I'm in a position where I'm kind of behind the tree. I see the guy in the sensor dart. I know I can take him out if I get the right angle, and boom, I start suppressing him and get him down really easily. So now I know there's only 1 enemy left. I actually get a headshot on him, which really does help out in that situation. I'm running on 200 health with no armor, unfortunately, at this moment in time. But I'm now in a position where I can go in and take out the last guy, because there's 2 of us, 2v1. It's a good idea to be able to push him out if you can. Now, if it was a 1v1, it'd be a little bit different. We've also got the sensor dart, which is really useful. That sensor dart really does help out with different regions and different areas. We know that the guy's not around here because you would have been able to see him on the sensor dart. I'm pretty sure there's no perk which actually does that. So there we are, getting 3 kills. My teammate sees the enemy. He actually goes and takes him out. So you can see there, I believe he does take him out, I'm pretty sure. So the enemy's there, and we're just pushing in around. We saw him on the sensor dart. He's around this tree somewhere, and it's going to be an easy kill if we can get the shots off at him. You can see him there on the sensor dart. We're pushing in on him now around here. I'm still searching for him, and boom, my teammate takes him out so easily with a nice shotgun there. Easy kill and an easy victory there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I do hope it helps you out with these victories, gives you guys some tips and tricks to get them easy wins. Remember, positioning is key on this game. It's the only way to be able to get them victories at the end. Getting that key positioning, rushing in and stuff like that just doesn't work out every single time. So you've got to be careful when you choose to rush and when you don't. Remember to play some multiplayer though, because it will help you with your gunfights and help you massively increase that accuracy and get them victories. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you are new to the channel, do expect a lot more Blackout content coming very soon. If this video does pretty well, obviously I'm going to be covering Blackout content a lot more, and if you guys want that, so leave it down in the comment section down below, and I'll bring you guys tips and tricks with Blackout. I'm going to be covering a few Blackout things there and then, like helicopter spawns and different things like that, so expect that on the channel very, very soon. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Again, it'd be awesome if you guys could stick around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Once again, this is postboxpat signing out.